got your ghetto from. I don't know. Her friends. You call her auntie. And uncle. Or Hispanic. I feel like you should have love in front of your name. La Lyrica. I'm dead. Don't do her like that. Period be acting a whole lot blacker than what she is.
I need an in-between size tote bag. Because the one I have is just way too big. And this one's kind of too small to fit everything in.
Well, keep the one you got. I'd rather have more than not enough.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
What's the problem? Can you have any issues with that?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I mean, it's obvious. It's no way to get around that.
I unfollowed her too, but I unfollowed all of her sisters and stuff too.
Yeah.
I told her mom, I was like, as a youth leader, I don't really need to be following young children like that. I mean, I could have snitched and been like, hey,
oh, geez.
Your child posting inappropriate content. 13 plus. I think.
Throwing first play is Ritter. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to not.
I understand all that, but it's the fact you would have been better off either doing like Mama did or getting off Instagram altogether. It makes it obvious that you strictly unfollowed her. So now you have to, no matter how you word it, like I was taking a social media break, you strictly unfollowed her, so it looks bad.
She wouldn't have known
Back to the air on second down.
I never followed her sister or her mom.
His throw incomplete. Hits the intended receiver.
That's another thing.
Look at this Niner defense.
Why is she, but the only way she would know that is if she went into, like, clicked on to see who I was following.
Yeah, and I would think she would do that once she saw you unfollow her, and then, let me see if she, yeah. It looks bad. I'm sorry, kids, but it looks bad. You'd have been better off just getting off, period. Or you could have kept following her and just not get on. Do you have it on where every time she posts, it rings or something?
That's Murphy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means fourth down.
Still technically be following her and just not see her stuff is for me.
Ritter looking to throw here on fourth.
That would make it worse.
Pass taken in.
He just broke the rule, but whatever.
Big strides, looking and go. Touchdown.
He did.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Okay, no, he didn't. 4th and 2 or less.
Now for the
That's
point
before the
after.
50.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Excuse me.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
Oh, they're in the pantry.
In 4th grade, instead of
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
There were some instances where kids would ask to go right after they were going after. Reasons where it was valid.
Purdy.
Not like.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. It's such a costly interception. Usually pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Robinson again. Well, he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
There's not fries that you need to cook. I will get them.
3rd and goal, Ritter with it. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit and make mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming out for the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that real extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. They just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter now on 2nd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Falcons at 9-6 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He you have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
That run is slow, man.
Their ability to move the chains and pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have a little chance of winning this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into it. You're getting ready for the next game. But equally
This is so violent.
short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Did you picture me? I'm dead. Listen, do you know how many court order game changes we have to do?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Changing their genders, they're changing their name to, I don't know, like one guy literally changed his name to David something.
Ritter back to throw.
No dead serious first name
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And then if you want more copies of the other stuff.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. And it's caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Coup for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Yeah, I
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
He probably got COVID. She said if he did, he could have went ahead and got the antibodies and went done with it.
So remember I asked, I wanted Chris got it.
Yeah.
The new ones.
Currently mired in a losing streak.
He
now
did.
The short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as
a this ain't the half.
Positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
They're gonna give Camden one.
And leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one.
But I mean, I get it. You're gonna expect that because of what Key does.
Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together.
But I ain't say nothing. I was like, okay.
Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A bunch of stuff. One of it was a Cowboys jersey.
Out of the gun, Purdy. As he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
I got one earlier that was literally 5 minutes of just out.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Actually going to be on vacation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught.
I better not have him drop that.
Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Purdy will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. We mentioned it. And I said it because I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
First down, here's Ritter.
He was just flopped down in the hallway
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Yeah, I've had those stupid grates for like.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And we'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Ritter. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
When you do, or when you look into it,
Robinson.
or I can just ask for the
Maybe
application.
a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The San Francisco
I think I
defense
still
trying
have
to
your
hold
text.
tough again. This is 3rd and goal. This
I don't know.
is Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Falcons
I see what Mama says,
extend
too.
their lead in the final
Mama
minute of
thinks
the
about it.
half.
But yeah, it's good when you put in your application. I can let her
Who
know.
able to connect on the
Yeah,
extra point.
because I'm definitely have to talk to her about is there any of her position potentially permanent.
Yeah, there's no guarantee. I don't know if she'll have answer for that. Even, on the website, it says that there's no guarantee.
Following the touchdown, here's Kuda to kick off.
More than likely, it'll be a
Here
virtual.
comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
You can turn it off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Yeah.
And he takes
Wait,
this
what's the
one back
date on
into
it?
the end zone.
No, I already paid that one.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And
I'm looking for one that would say 11.
Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A second down throw for Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Final play of the half. Purdy.
Come on, man. Oh, crap with this.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Purdy. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Purdy. He'll get this out.
They're not giving me nothing, man.
Stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Breaks a tackle. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Right back to Pitts again. Look at the big man lumber. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from going up by 30.
After that,
This offense, they were dynamic in the 1st half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the 1st half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
I told her in the morning if I remember.
Every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
It's the game.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense
He's almost there.
Field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got
But it's when you pay people on Wi-Fi, the game will start tripping.
Advantage of it there. Got a nice interception. And
he's got to be on Wi-Fi.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And
everybody's running slow.
On the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And that's going to go in the books.
Dang, I should have waited till you finish cooking.
Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Ritter. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 2nd down, Ritter. This is caught by Robinson, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37th, gain of 9.
What was the movie about the rap club?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one deep for London. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they get a 4th quarter pick.
I don't know why he's passing the ball.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. down to the 10. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ridder to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's Ridder. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.